I'm gonna ask one last question, and then we're gonna wrap this up, right? I'm gonna start off with the panelists, and then Larry, I'm gonna give it to you, and then we're gonna wrap it up. How we've talked about the problems, we've talked about the numbers. Give me 3 or 2 top things, or just one top thing, whatever you could come up with. What kind of changes can we make today in our community to get number 1 on that list? I understand there's a few errors, right? Let's just another list. Number 1, I want to be up there with everybody else. I want everybody to have houses. I want infinities everywhere. I want our kids to go to universities and colleges. I want businesses to be owned. What are some of the things that we can do? I'll start off with Bueller and then work our way around.
I guess let the money circulate a lot more times around within the Somali community. So stop asking for discounts at your halal shop. Stop asking for discounts for anything. Just pay,
don't like the price,
tip high. You know what I'm saying? Keep the money circulating at least numerous times before it leaves the community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's
Samantha.
Find a business opportunity within the community. Look at what people are spending money on. And say, hey, I could do that. You could spend that on my shop. You know what I mean? So look for business opportunities. Be creative and talk about your ideas to people. Talk about your ideas. The more you talk about your ideas, the more they manifest and become real. Other people can help you.
Right.
So talk about it.
Share ideas, Kareem.
I was gonna say just increase financial literacy throughout the generations, right? So that's on the parents. Teach your kids when they're growing up what financial literacy means. We're talking about the home ownership. I know people who didn't go to university because somebody told them taking OSAP is haram, right? We're talking about moving up socioeconomic classes. To me, it's financial literacy from all ages. On the kids, work young, save up your money, and to the parents, you've got money aside in cash. You got it stuffed in your purse, under your mattress. Go to the bank, invest that in some equity. Right, some stocks, some ETFs, buy a house. Yeah. I'm not an Islamic scholar. I'm not going to tell you what's right and wrong, but you live in North America, and if you're not playing by the rules that everybody else is playing by, we're going to stay at the bottom of the list. And if you're okay with it, that's great. But you can't go into a boxing match with one hand tied behind your head.
Ooh. Bars. Is that what the kids say?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
I think we should change our mindset. So people in Somalia, the minute they ask me, "Oh, where are you from?" I'll be like, "Oh, I'm in diaspora from Canada."
Yeah.
So the first thing they would say to me is, "Oh my God, you guys have social services, you guys have social assistance." I'm like, "Yeah, we do, but to a certain extent, if you're an able body, you have the right mindset, or you can work, then you can't go on social assistance, but you need to find a job, right?" But they just think you're gonna get. They're like, "Yeah, but you can get that help, but you can say you're mentally ill, but you can say this and that," and so they're already planning themselves to set themselves up. So it's really sad. So 3 people that actually asked me tahrid, so they already migrated. So I don't know where they are, but
so 3 people you have met.
Yes, they are
in Somalia because you just were there.
Yes,
have left there and made their way to North America.
Italy.
Oh man, this thing's cutting off bad.
So it's the mindset that needs to change. We can't move forward if that's the first thing we say, but there's social services, and because a lot of people that were brought to America were by the churches, were by social services that brought them here, gave them housings, gave them food, and they think that's it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So
right. Wow,
that
that's crazy.
I think for me it would be aside from the societal shift, it's about the leaders giving back to the community. So if we have a bunch of people who are doing well, don't go and just do well by yourself. Come back to the community and have a mentorship program. Give back and tell people how to find ways to get out. Yeah. And that will just create a feel-good circle, and more people will be doing that and coming back to the community to get out. I think that's definitely one way of looking at it.
Yeah.
And when people put on those mentorships, show up.
Yeah.
I've been in many rooms where I show up and I bring my time, and there's 2 people there. There's 3 people there. Shit happens, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
But you're right about that, though. It's a lot of individual wealth, I guess. That when I seen that, it's like
I made it. I don't want to look.
And
back.
they're buying elsewhere. That's where the money circulation, right? So all the cars and everything. I get it, but it's individual wealth.
You can't be having a $50,000 car and living in housing, man.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
Larry, are you still with me?
We had a bit of a technical difficulty.
Okay, let's see if we can call him back. This is we're doing it a different way. Usually Larry is here, but he is traveling. So, quick question. I wanted to ask you, since you just did, you just got back from Somalia. In Somalia, Is it
Majority,
true?
yeah.
Yeah. Is it true? Where were you, by the way?
Majority of my time was in bottom of Somaliland.
Okay.
But I used to go from Puntland. I never went to Comfort. I never went south.
Okay.
But I stayed between Puntland and Somaliland.
Okay. Do people truly believe that we're balling out here?
Yeah, of course.
Like,
They
is
do.
this true?
Yeah. It's so sad.
Comparatively, we are.
And yo, there's
No, but like we're talking the way they speak about it. And correct me if I'm wrong, ladies. You're outside of Canada. They speak about it like we are filthy.
Yeah.
Filthy rich,
Yes.
like, and the sad part is,
No, you can't be
like, I don't have shakala, I don't have a maid or a cook
Yes.
or whatever. We are the maids and the cooks, like,
Exactly.
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
so
But all they
go
care
ahead.
is the government is helping you. That's what
Free
they lack.
healthcare.
Yeah, free healthcare, free homes, food and stuff like that. That's all they're looking at. They're not looking at the hard
the
work that goes
Mercedes-Benz.
into it. Yeah, the stigmas that go into it, all that ugliness. But they just see government is helping you, free,
and there's
on your ass.
there's definitely a whole we made it. Once you get to America or Canada or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Europe, and we made it, man. We made it because now comparatively to all their friends and family back home, guess what? I'm balling.
Yeah.
I'm-
kick
I'm
your
the
feet
rich-
up now.
Gucci man, I'm the richest
Like,
man
I
in
got
the room,
people
like, you know,
in Canada
I'm rich.
for me. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
so
They settle.
during Ramadan, I wanted to do something. It was like my first Ramadan, it was my first time ever in Somalia, but it
Yeah.
was my first Ramadan actually doing the entire,
Bless.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, mashallah,
so
mashallah.
thank you. So I wanted to get blessings, so I started my own charity because I tried to reach out to other charities that were there, and I emailed them, found them on Facebook.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people got to me.
Okay.
So, and some actually said we need the manpower, so we need more guys than girls.
Oh.
So I was like, you know, why don't I start my own?
Okay.
So I got the local kids to help me. My cousin recruited his high school mates, and so Eid time, as we're celebrating, I took them out for a celebration, right? And
Who did you take out? Sorry.
the volunteers.
Okay.
So 4 volunteers, and one of them was walking with me, and he was just like, so he started like I thought he was trying to flirt with me, so I was like, don't try to flirt with me. So
I got a boyfriend. You know when women do that
I
on Instagram, like,
blasted
no.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I blasted him, like, guys, this guy's trying to flirt with me. You know what I'm saying? Trying to tell him, like, you calm down, little kid,
Yeah.
you know? He was a young kid, too. So as we're walking, he starts asking me for money, and I was like, excuse me?
What?
And then he's like, oh, well, you're from Canada. I'm sure you have money. Da-da. And right there, I just got flags. I'm like, I got to kick this guy out of the charity because once I receive the funds from GoFundMe, I can't trust him.
No.
You know, so much went
There's
into
too much
it.
marketing and money,
Yeah, there was
too.
already just so much on the line. I was like, oh God, I have to let this kid go because he just rubbed me the wrong way. But I
Yeah.
don't blame him for thinking that. I really
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah,
blame him.
yeah.
Is it the same thing in Arabta?
Oh my God. So there was a point in Arabta where there was a mass exodus to
Okay.
particularly the UK. And I remember everybody just going, there's free la'ag, there's free housing, there's free everything.
Where is this? Like, can I go to this country that they speak of?
There is no country that you speak of that exists like this. And the sad part is, a lot of them, once they've gone there and they've started coming back, it's like,
Yes.
it's gone. And so, like, how about I bring more people to despair? I'm going to call up, what's her name? I'm going to tell her I'm living the life, but really I'm not.
So they're lying.
So they are. They
do
are.
lie.
They do lie.
Come join me in this
Come join me in this
hellhole
hellhole.
of paying taxes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I actually spoke to a guy who Tahrid, and he was in Sweden. He was in a camp in Sweden. So I was talking to him on the phone, and they blame. So the government was blaming Facebook and social media for all these youth for migrating because. Some guy will Tahrir, like maybe a couple months before, take pictures in front of like say Parliament or like Hyde Park, and then everybody back home thinks, oh my God, this guy's living a life.
Yeah.
But really, he's just taking pictures.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
really
In a
sad.
rental.
It's-
Yeah. Larry, are you back with us?
Yeah, I hear you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Larry, we're gonna be wrapping it up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, perfect. We're going to be wrapping it up. I need to stop screaming because, like I said, I have this mentality that we're on a long distance call. So we're going to wrap it up. And all the panelists answered this question. I'm going to ask you, and then we're going to finish. Just give me a few pointers, 1 or 2 things that we, as the Somali people, our community, what can we do to get number 1 on the list? How can we be up there with everybody else where in terms of wealth?
Okay, it's number 1. It has to happen individually. I'm taking my part in this, and launching the channel called the Puntai Port, which is just daily cold calling, kawalling, gal kawalling, how to friggin' just make things happen on your own and not make any excuses. And the thing is that the young guys just don't have someone to look up to. I mean, Kareem was right where he said, there's no abos. Abos are absent. So who are the kids looking up to? The young 65% of this population that's basically has no role model. So the whole thing has to happen on an individual sense where each of us have to hold the other person accountable. There needs to be accountability, and we need to get away from just buying things that depreciate and start getting into things that appreciate, homes, stocks, assets, investments, business, and really focus on our strengths. We can't compare to anybody on this list. We need to look at what makes us unique and go with those strengths.
You guys heard it right there and then. This is something that we need to work on as people. If you are a hoyo that has all the money in the world and is hiding it under their mattress, feel free to call Sheeko Sheeko or
We'll invest it for you.
And donate.
Yeah, and donate and invest in us, actually. Not even donate, like literally invest in us. Because like I said, this Sheeko Sheeko is under the umbrella Upso Productions. And the creator, producer, the big boss of this show has gone to film school and is wants to create content, right? Not things, our own narrative, not, this Islamophobia and all that good Allahu Akbar, like none of that kind of stuff. We're talking about things that are happening in our community that, I lost my train of thought. Things that are happening within our community and changing the narrative in our community. So invest. Again, share the knowledge, right? Mentorship. Go to Kareem's future classes that he will be holding once he comes back from saving the world. And yeah, for sure. Thank you so much, Larry. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Nostalgia.
It's like a Russian vibe.
Right? Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful trip back and enjoy Toronto. You, young lady, welcome back. Are you in Hamilton now?
Yes, I
Get
am.
out.
I feel so sorry. High five on the same shade there. Yeah, I feel so sorry for you. Kareem, can we guys give him a good goodbye? Just everybody say goodbye. Goodbye, Kareem.
Please, Kareem, we'll miss you, buddy.
Yeah, we're gonna miss you. Thank you. Guys, we're gonna wrap it up. And Larry, thank you. Larry, you still with me? No, Larry's gone. Well, thank you, Larry, for coming on. I know he's all the way on the other side of the world, but that man has so much enthusiasm and so much knowledge, and he's so wise. And check out his YouTube channel called, I can't even say I don't want to say Punani, by the way. I'm not like, I don't want to, that's why I cover. I was like, oh my God, I can't say it.
I missed the name, but it was
Puntai.
Puntai Ports.
Yeah, so there's going to be a trailer, and it's going to be about business. He's from Portland.
Ubaad ku jirta qarsoone ka soo baxa iilka qaadka adduunka ragow markaalay abuurtiyo heeka daawo awoodaha saaran daawo.
And somebody, when he first came out, somebody gave him the nickname, or he gave it to himself as
Larry the Puntite.
Larry the Puntite.
Okay.
And so it's very tricky word, so be careful. But anyways, check out his channel. Again, we're making a difference. We are making a difference. Sheeko Sheeko creating content, supporting each other, not being crabs in the bucket, out here saving the world. We got Larry that's giving out wealth, right? We got Mishkaki that was here a minute ago. Check out their restaurant, guys.
Oh yeah.
Thank you so much, Mishka. Give him let's give him a round of applause as well. So we are doing it. We are not just talking about it. We are actually integrating all of our thoughts and putting it and doing something about it, right? So thank you so much. Till next time, and we out.
Peace.